Carl from the Obsession, Small Property Layouts. It is September 23rd here in Wisconsin. You guys can see my office is in basically a pigsty. Mike and I recently got back from South Dakota, which was a successful trip. We both ended up taking a goat, so an antelope, and a mule deer with a bow and arrow, spot and stalk. Tough hunt. Lots of excitement there. We did take some footage. We'll see if we can make a show out of it for you guys. Most of the stuff was done with Tacticams again, but we'll see what we got for footage as I run through that. But last night, big cold front came through here, southern Wisconsin. Saturday, it was basically 90 degrees here in southwestern Wisconsin, and yesterday it was 66. So that being said, that huge temp drop, we had a lot of rain, a lot of wind, a lot of storms. We hunted the backside of that cold front. So I'm going to show you guys the first hunt on the Triple B this year with the new setup that we had designed, or I came up with. Basically this year, pulled a bunch of food out, put fall food in a lot of locations. Add a lot of successional growth in there to break up some of the food plots to help make the deer movement enhanced. So basically they have to go from plot to plot to plot. Everything's screened. So they physically have to move, which will give us more opportunity, which will also be able to make it easier for us to get in and out on certain plots and only hunt certain plots on certain winds if you are going to hunt the plot, but basically try to hunt that transition also. We did create some up and down transitions, so vertically. You guys know I laid my property out in 6 different levels. That was also enhanced with the successional growth that we had put in. Whether it had been switchgrass or some of the other types of grasses we had put in this year to help guard and shroud and prevent the deer being able to see into the plots. So we're going to show you guys the first hunt here. Pretty eventful. Seen quite a few deer, a few good, really good bucks. There is one in particular deer that I'm chasing currently. Buck I call 911, which I have a history with from last year. This is him on the screen, but this year he has improved even more. So that being said, we're going to show you guys the hunt, or the hunt from last night. Also, we're going to be doing shows every Wednesday if we have the footage, if we go out and hunt. Depends on the weather. You guys know we're big weather guys, so we will be utilizing the weather substantially and talking about it this year. Just like I just kind of previously did, let you guys know that, you know, the temp drops and the barometric pressure changes and how that works and how it affects deer movement. So stick around for all of that. Like I said, those shows will air on Wednesdays in place of the small property layouts. Since we're not working on the properties any longer, it's hunting season. We're going to show the hunts on Wednesdays when we have the stuff for you guys. So also every Saturday, of course, the podcast will come out. We'll continue to do podcasts. Which is supported by you guys and all your questions. Coming up here shortly, starting here in the next week or so, you guys are going to actually see, we're going to actually be talking about how we see the year coming up, talking about deer movement at certain times of the year, and what we're seeing, what we've seen over the years, and how to transition through the rut and hunt those positions, or hunt those time periods during the rut. A lot of good deer already being taken early. First couple weeks of bow season, that's normal. So hopefully you guys had some luck, or if not, you're planning and setting yourself up for a good hunt later this fall. We appreciate each and every one of you. Here comes the hunt. What is going on, everybody? September 22nd here in southwestern Wisconsin. I am heading down to the Triple B on my first hunt, actually, the Triple B. Mike and I got back from South Dakota on Monday evening. Went back to work for a few days, been in the 90s, high 80s, low 90s. Yesterday it was 88 degrees here in southern Wisconsin. My wife and I were out there. I checked cameras. I got a lot of the bucks from last year that have returned, which is a good thing. One in particular deer that I'm actually going after tonight. This will be the only buck that I'm going to shoot. There is one other one that's kind of questionable, and I'll have to look at him. I just think he's, I don't know. I know the neighbors will shoot him. How's that sound? He's probably 145, maybe 150, 3-year-old, really nice deer, a buck I call Captain Hook. We'll have to see how that goes, but 911 is back, and he's actually got an extra tie, and he's framed huge, just like last year, heavy, wide, tall, main frame 10 with another tie-in in between his 2 and 3 on his one side. So if that deer comes in, I will end my season early. Otherwise, we're going to be sitting and watching it filming probably. But like I said earlier, huge cold front moved in. It is currently 66 degrees. I am crossing the Wisconsin River and heading towards the Triple B. And so we're 20 degrees for sure lower than we were yesterday at this time. Big storms, lots of rain, lots of damage with wind and trees and stuff down. I don't think we got it too bad out where the property is, where Triple B is. Looks like they only got about 1/4 to 1/2 inch. We will check the rain gauge on the way in. That being said, like I said, big cold front. This is the weather changes that Mike and I talk about, where the rain has just moved out about an hour and a half ago. Temperature drop. You guys can see the sun is starting to come out a little bit. I can see a little bit of blue sky where we're at. So we're going to be looking for the pressure to be rising. And backside of the front with a 20-degree temperature change. That's why we're going hunting. So if you guys pay attention on the podcasts, we're big weather guys. This is a pretty big deal. I expect to see deer. Stick around. We'll see how we do. Thanks for watching The Obsession. Appreciate each one of you guys. There's deer everywhere. I got in here. There's actually a doe in an oven right here at the base of the tree. So, not exactly what we were hoping for. They were just behind all the screening here that we got from Jeff Sturgis this year. So. Layout is good, wind is good, it kind of sways just a little bit, but we're expecting them to come down from the top, from the east. So if that continues, we're good. I do have to make an adjustment to my bow. So this is my whitetail bow, and the new knocks that we're running are a little bit bigger than what I was running for league all summer. So I have to take out the top knock, knot knock. So I'm going to do that quick and try not to cut my string, and we will be good to go. Don't attempt this at home. We're trained professionals. Or a bow shop owner. Alright. Yeah, buddy. So, September 22nd. Southwestern Wisconsin hunting the Triple B. We actually have a straight northwest wind. What that's supposed to do, blow our scent out this direction. What it's really doing is blowing our scent back that direction. The reason for that is we're sitting on the edge of this hill. We're on level 2 of my property, so we're up about 35-40 feet off the bottom in this pine. And we got plenty of backdrop behind us. I'll show you guys the view here shortly. But we got one of our brassicas plots out here, big loose brassica. Also from Pure Wildlife Blends, Jeff Sturgis' company. It looks really good. They've been grazing on it really hard. So this plot here seems to, it's more of a pass-through plot, kind of a hunting plot. I've got screening out in front of me, which is also Pure Wildlife Blends. Jeff's screening mix. It's probably 12 feet high in spots, averaging probably 8 to 10. It stops right here at this tree. We've got a mock scrape below us. Cameras have showed our biggest deer in here. A buck I call 911. Hopefully we'll be able to get him in here tonight. The other buck that might come in here that's been frequenting this spot is a buck we call Captain Hook. Captain Hook, oh, there's deer coming already. Stick around.
Feeling downdraft. has a great 4-year-old. Just a big 8. Really nice deer. It's my first hunt, so he was 34 yards. We may regret that one later. We'll see. watch The Obsession.